The PM barely had time to resign, pack her suitcases and flee to neighbouring India before the student protesters had announced their pick for new leader. And the US came out waxing lyrical about Bangladesh's newfound democracy.
We welcome the announcement of an interim government and urge any transition be conducted in accordance with Bangladesh's laws. All decisions regarding the interim government should be made with respect to democratic principles, rule of law, and the will of the Bangladeshi people. We think that it's important that we focus on the Bangladeshi people's democratic aspirations and see a path to democratic governance.
Tipped as favourite to helm this interim government is 84-year-old Mohammed Yunus, a man whom, perhaps coincidentally, the US happens to know very, very well. To start with, he's a Fulbright scholar who finished his education in America. The winner of the 2006 Nobel Peace Prize for his scheme of giving tiny microloans to down-and-out people who had only ever known banks slamming doors in their faces, he went on to be awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, then the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest civilian award in the United States. In a ceremony attended by 300 dignitaries straight under the US Capitol's dome, Yunus stood, hailed as a visionary and revolutionary, with Barack Obama years later fondly remembering their meeting.
Dear Professor Yunus, I have long been inspired by your efforts to empower people through offering them the means to lift their families and communities out of poverty. As I said when having the opportunity to meet you in the White House in 2009, your work has inspired millions to imagine their own potential.
But Yunus's ties to America date much further back. In 1971, he travelled stateside, lobbying for Washington to support his homeland's independence from Pakistan. And he's also been linked to the National Endowment for Democracy, an NGO sponsored by American Congress and widely seen as the architect of colour revolutions, putting in place US-friendly leadership in strategically important nations. Who knows whether he's aware that the NED has been a generous patron of Bangladeshi news outlets, which don't find too many good things to say about the now ex-PM. The same ex-PM who, herself, didn't have too many good things to say about Washington.
Even today I say that this country gives us the guise of democracy with its words. Starting from our opposition parties, some people are dancing and cheering with their words. They can overthrow the government of any country, in particular Muslim countries that are going through tough situations.
Hasina had increasingly chosen to collaborate with another country, you see, China. Only a month ago, she was in Beijing signing dozens of documents and securing interest-free loans. Dhaka is a huge beneficiary of China's Belt and Road Initiative, the unrivaled global infrastructure project which brings internet, electricity, roads, rails, ports, schools and so much more to dozens of countries around the world. To date, Dhaka has received an estimated $7 billion, which, other than denying American companies big contracts, is dangerous given Bangladesh's location. Overlooking the Bay of Bengal, it has a direct view of the Malacca Straits, one of the world's key trading routes. Its neighbours include everyone from India to Burma, from Malaysia to Thailand. It is the link between South Asia and the rest of the Indo-Pacific. A perfect place for, say, a military base, which, rumour has it, the US was gunning for, on an island that Bangladesh just wouldn't give up.
Now, if I say that I will lease out St. Martin's Island or our country, there will also be no problem for me to stay in power. I know that, will not allow any act like carrying out terrorist activities in any place or attacking anyone by using the land of my country. We believe in peace. We believe in peaceful cooperation.
The US wants St. Martin's Island. They're doing everything to destabilize the current government. Those who are friends of the United States do not need enemies. Some time ago, the US imposed sanctions on Bangladesh to keep it in check. This is not just harmful, it is part of their regime change strategy.
Plus, it's never a good sign when Victoria Newland comes visiting. She has a knack of leaving coups in her wake. Now, I'm not saying that what's going on in Bangladesh is a coup. I'm just saying, look at the facts. And then ask yourself, cui bono? Who benefits?